I felt like I could beat that guy, and that's why I called him out in the first place, because he went up the weight classes, and I said I want to fight this guy, and if I didn't fucking believe that I could beat him, I wouldn't be talking out of turn like that, you know. So I was like, let's fight, and it went down the way I expected it to go down.
Now, Conor definitely got fatigued in that match. He was very open about it. To quote him, he said, I wasn't efficient with my energy, but all that means is, hey, I got tired. He had a full training camp and still got fatigued. You had 10 days. Is there a scenario that you can picture where he can somehow have energy for 25 minutes should he need him? This is going to be a 25-round contest should it happen again. Is there a scenario where it gets better for him?
I didn't understand the question. One more time, please.
What I'm saying is Conor was in great shape. He knew about the fight. You only had 10 days. In theory, you should have been the one out of shape, but he gassed out. He got tired and gassed out. He said that he thinks he could beat you if he was more efficient with his energy. Is there a scenario where he could get in better shape and go 25 minutes should he need it? Because where I'm looking at this, I'm going, look, Conor's got a big problem, and that is the night to beat Nate was the night that you did not beat Nate. The night to beat you was fighting you on 10 days' notice, giving you a 3-month training camp when energy was the issue in the first place. It just looks like I can't logically make sense of how he closes that gap.
Yeah, he's a martial. He's supposed to be a martial artist, but just the cardio factor itself is a martial art itself, you know. And that energy, more efficient with energy shit talk is just like, it's like he fucked up, and you gotta be just like you gotta be good at boxing and kickboxing and grappling and jiu-jitsu and wrestling and all this stuff. You have to be a black belt in cardio and how to use it. And if he's not up to par with what I got to bring to the table, then things are probably gonna go down the same way, you know. And I think you know, everybody believes this hype and this talk, but it's been a long time for me, you know. I did a lot of learning over the years. I got a lot of experience, and if he doesn't step his game up and push himself like 7 years ahead where he's supposed to, 10 years ahead where he's supposed to be, I think he's gonna fall off again. Again, like I was saying earlier, though, if I fuck up, I could lose with anybody, not with him, with anybody. So if that makes sense, you know, that he needs to be stepping it up pretty hardcore, pretty big time.
So, from a physical standpoint, he did have some good success in that contest, particularly with his left hand. His left hand kept finding its target over and over. And Andre Ward, one of your training partners, maybe the best boxer alive right now, said, you know, that really surprised me. Nate doesn't get hit with that punch in practice. I was surprised, and I think it was just, you know, the fact that you did only have 10 days. Is that how you see it? If you sharpen up, was that left hand so fast you couldn't see it coming, or was that an issue of just being a little rusty, if you will?
Yeah, no, it was both. I saw it coming. I saw every punch he threw. You know, it was just, you know, he was fast, and what happens is like if I'm at a camp, like let's say right now, for instance, I haven't sparred since I fought. You know, what was that, 3 weeks ago? I haven't sparred. I feel like I could go in and spar anybody in a boxing gym right now and do 10 rounds. But I'm probably going to get hit a lot because I'm not on point. You know what I'm saying? So that's something I accept, and I definitely try to not let it happen. But so that's how it was with this fight. I was like, all right, lack of sparring, lack of training, going to come in 100 miles an hour. All right, if you get hit, keep your composure and block that shit, dodge that shit, and normally with a camp or with sparring, not even a camp, just with sparring, like give me a week of sparring, I'm usually a whole different human being the next week, untouchable, you know. But without the sparring, you know, you're flat, you're not on point, and that's why I said you got to do things the smart way and warm up and get in there. And if I try to take off at 100 from the beginning, then I'm just going to get flatter and slower. So You can't take off like that.
Now, when the match was going, did he say
Can
anything
I answer
to
your
you?
question right now? I just kind of rambled.
No, I understood it. You went a longer way to get there, but no, I got it. And that's kind of how I see it too. I thought, well, I'm excited for the rematch. I want to see this. This is a great call. I never saw it coming. There was talk of you and Lawler. There was talk of him going down to 45 and fighting Edgar. He was even saying that. Hey, I'm going to go back to 45. This weight move was bad. I didn't see the rematch coming, but I loved it. As soon as I heard about it, I thought, oh, that's brilliant. But
I don't know. I just hope that they're getting, like, they stop. Like, it's great that he went up a weight and took the fight on short notice, but they plotted on me. They plotted me out. They knew they were going to fight me before I had any clue. I'm always aware that I'm probably going to fight that guy, but they plotted me out, and they knew I was probably on vacation out there chilling, and that they had their options, and they didn't want to take no fights. For one, they know I'm the biggest fight, and for two, they knew that some of those other guys they offered. But I'm sure they strategized. You know what I'm saying? That the other guys, like, I think some of the other guys were training for fights, and then Frankie Edgar. He was out of season. I'm sure they might have wanted him on some not ready shit, but they knew that I would probably be the best option to take on short notice because I just fought and I was probably not doing shit. I thought this over. I thought over every scenario, and so he's getting all this damn credit for coming in and going up 2 weight classes. But let's not forget that I was not doing shit, and they came in, and not only him, but the UFC, they plotted on me together and tried to take me out, and it all blew up in their faces. So here we are today, and that's why there's a rematch. Nobody gets a rematch, and all of a sudden, this guy's getting a rematch. And, they're like, we need this to happen, everybody wants this to happen, and I'm like, or do you guys want this to happen? Because you guys need a redo, and it's like, in times of war, like, you wouldn't even be here for this to be taking place because reality of it is fuck you got taken out. So it's I think the whole rematch thing is cool because they want to do it and it's worth the money and everybody wants to see a big money fight. But I'm just thinking it's fucked up because I've lost a lot of funny decisions in my career that I thought I won or was going to win. And I think I know I could beat anybody I lost to, and I never got a rematch. So this guy's like, he's getting babied.
That's an interesting perspective on it. I hadn't thought of it like that. I just looked at it from a fan perspective, which is, wow, great fight. Didn't see the swerve coming. Love it, and it's going to sell.